Well, hello, welcome back. So today's recipe is going to be some homemade gluten-free granola. Once you make this once, you will never buy granola ever again. I'm going to be making a type of granola that has larger chunks because I don't really put it in cereal. I more like grab a little bit and just munch on it. So you could actually turn these into granola bars, but I'm not going to add as much flour and water to make it into a bar. It's still going to be kind of a loose granola. So let's get started on this recipe. Okay, so you'll need a bowl, and the ingredients are on my paper here. 3 cups of gluten-free oats. I got mine at Winco in the bulk bin. So I'm going to start with my 3 cups. Then I'm going to add 3 cups of nuts or seeds or both. And I am going to use both walnuts and sunflower seeds. I got both of these at the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to pull my cup out. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of sunflowers. And then I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of walnuts. But I'm going to crush these a little bit more. And now I'm going to crush these a little bit so that there's a few more pieces. Next, I'll put a little bit of salt. And again, the amount of salt is to your taste. And then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of gluten-free flour. The type of flour that I have is King Arthur's 1-to-1. This is what helps you make bigger clumps. Now we'll need 3/4 cup of brown sugar. A 1/2 cup of coconut oil, and I'm going to melt this in my microwave. Okay, so my coconut oil is now all melted. Pour that in. And last you're going to need is a 1/4 cup of water. Now you'll stir this up. You can also add vanilla extract or almond extract or coconut extract, any kind of extracts you want in here. In fact, I do have some coconut extract. Just a little tiny bit. And then give it a really good stir. Yeah, you can come in here. Yeah, you can come in and use my fork. No, you're fine. Well, I'm good. How are you? Do you like granola?
No, I don't think I like it now, but I used to.
You used to like granola. Okay. Well, once your mouth is all healed, this is all gluten-free though. It's gluten-free oats, gluten-free flour. You probably won't even be able to taste the difference. No, dog, no.
I don't like it like that seriously.
Because she thinks you're giving her a treat.
Okay.
Oh.
She's so cute. Oh.
You're welcome. Nope, you're fine. Okay, I gave it a little taste and I added a little bit more coconut extract. Let me give another taste. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so next you're going to take a tray, and I have a brownie tray that has one of those removable bottoms. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the bottom, a little bit of spray. My oven is preheating to 275 degrees. We want to cook this a little bit on the lower end so we don't burn anything. And we just cook it for a little bit longer. It's basically just drying the stuff out and slowly cooking it. I will also be adding raisins, but I want to add that after it's done baking because you don't want to dry them out any more than they already are. And about every 20 minutes, you're going to want to go in and give this a stir so that everything gets a chance to get baked. I'm going to pat this down because I want bigger chunks. You can also do this on a larger cookie sheet. Okay, I'm going to put this in a 275-degree oven. I'm going to bake it for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to stir it. Then I'm going to bake it again for another 20 minutes at 275. I'm going to give it another stir. And then if it looks like it needs a little bit more, then I will do up to another 5 minutes at a time until it's nice and firm and got big, wonderful clumps. So I will be back as soon as this is done baking. All right, so this has been in for about 40 minutes. Did 20 minutes and I did a first stir. This is the second stir. Looks like it could use about probably 10 more minutes. It's got some really good large clumps. I'm going to fluff it up. This piece fell out, so I'm going to try it. Very good. But yeah, it still needs a few more minutes. There's still a lot of moisture in it. I'll fluff it up, put it back in the oven, and I'm going to start doing 5-minute increments. All right, so a little voiceover here. My mic cut out on me. So here it is out of the oven. I did an extra 10 minutes, and now it is all nice and dry and nice and chunky. Looks beautiful. So now I'm going to put it in a bowl because this is fresh out of the oven and I want to cool it off. So now I'm going to scoop this into this bowl. It's very hot. I'm trying to figure out, can I handle it with one hand? But no, I'm going to need both hot pad holders here. All right, so now I'm going to add my raisins because you don't want to bake the raisins when you're baking it because it'll just make them shrivel up and make them even harder. You want them really soft. So I am not measuring this. There is actually no measurement. You can put as many raisins or any kind of cherries, dried cherries, whatever you want to put in there. So now I'm going to mix it all up until it's all well incorporated. All right, so now I'm going to give a taste test. It's all mixed up. And here's a nice, big, wonderful chunk. And oh my goodness, it is so, so good. This is so much better than any store-bought granola you could ever buy. So once you make this, you will definitely never buy granola ever again from the store. It is so fresh and crispy. It doesn't have that little stale, dry flavor of granola. I know when you get granola out of a box and it's been sitting there for months and months, it gets kind of dry and hard. So I truly recommend you make your own granola. So here I have the paper with the recipe, and it is 3 cups of gluten-free oats. It is 1 cup of any kind of nuts or seeds that you want to put in there. So if you want to mix it all up, just a total of 1 cup. I also have here, so it doesn't matter whether or not you do this gluten-free or not. You can use regular oats just like this and regular flour, or you can do the gluten-free. It will taste the same. So you're going to need salt. And I never give amounts of salt because that is your choice of how much salt you want to put into your food. The next up is a 1/2 cup of flour, whether it's gluten-free or regular flour. It's just a half a cup. You'll also want 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. You can do dark brown sugar or you can do light brown sugar. I actually did light brown sugar. Then you're going to want any kind of extract that you want. And again, I don't do measurements because it is up to your taste. Then you'll do a half a cup of coconut oil. You can use other oils, but I really wouldn't recommend anything that doesn't solidify. Coconut oil does solidify when it comes back to room temperature, so which is why I recommend coconut oil. And the last ingredient is a 1/4 cup of water. That is to mix in with the flour to make it bigger chunks. You'll bake this at 275 degrees in 20-minute increments, 2 sets. And then after the 40 minutes, you're going to do 5-minute increments until you get to the dried golden color that you're looking for. So I sure do hope that you enjoyed this video, and post a picture in the comments as to what kind of granola you made. And I would just love to see all the different kinds of pictures and comments of different granolas you guys have made. So until our next upload, bye.